have a dream. She once said, I have a dream that one day I will be able to have a pretty, teeny, tiny little dog. The surprising thing is that she wasn't a fan of Martin Luther King. Well, 2 months ago, her dream came true with this little buddy. Besides of her, we are all excited because look at that little thing. Even when you can see him acting normal and as a dog, from the moment he arrived to our house, he wasn't behaving like a normal dog. Something was strange with him. Of course, it was a new place and he was curious all about, so at the beginning we inferred that it was because of the new place and it was because of us, all the new environment from him. His name was Rex. Yes, let me tell you the story. Later that day, I noticed something strange in its poop, and it was worms. I asked my mom where she had bought him, and she told me it was in a pet store in Analco. The man that sold her the dog said that he was under a deworming treatment, so these worms in its poop were normal. Until this point, we were, okay, time will pass and he will get better. But it wasn't the case. The next day, he was even worse. So we decided to take him to the veterinarian. We found that he has fleas, and even worse, he has an injury over here, and also was pretty prevalent to have this canine distemper, known in Spanish as moquillo. The treatment for this illness is expensive and cannot be completely cured. In other words, Rex was condemned. Anyway, the veterinarian told us that he would take a sample of blood from him to be sure that he had canine distemper. So we went. But 2 days later, he didn't wake up. He was dead. Personally, this was frustrating and very sad because I feel powerless. How could you look to that eyes when you notice that he is suffering and tell him, knowing that he can't understand you, that everything is going to be okay, and when you know it's not? I decided to talk with my mom and go to a place where she had brought him. And I asked you to imagine this. This desk is a cage. Now imagine that you are inside the cage. That's not pretty comfortable, right? Now imagine that you are here inside with 2 other people. That's the way they keep the animals in this pet shop. There are a lot of animals like Rex that are suffering because of people wanted to make money with them. And the way we can prevent this is not to buy animals. I ask you to adopt. There are two simple ways that you can acquire a dog by adopting. One is located not so far from here. It's called El Arca de Noé. In this place, you can also take animals and give us 70 pesos fee. So you can take street dogs, and with that 70 pesos, they buy food and they take care of dogs until they are adopted or where they are sold. This place in particular has very affordable prices. Also, you can look in Facebook to this page called Adopta Pueblo. And regularly, there are people that are looking for their animals to get adopted. Doing some research about these worms and dregs, I found that if the mother is infected with these worms, so the puppies. So this tiny, tiny little dog was suffering from the moment he was born. Help me to prevent that by adopting, not by buying.